Welcome back to Sincerely Be. I am your host, Blanca. I hope everyone had a beautiful weekend, but it's Monday, so let's go ahead and set those intentional goals for the week. By the time you guys see this video, I will be actually back from vacation, so my goal for this week is to take it easy on myself. I feel like after a vacation, my life is, I'm just trying to get back on routine. So that's really my goal for this week, is to get back on routine, but be gentle with myself, because I know sometimes coming back from a vacation, it can be hard. Like, you need a vacation from a vacation, you know? Am I the only one? So whatever goals you have for yourself this week, I hope you are able to accomplish them and you feel successful at the end of the week. But again, if you don't accomplish your goals this week, don't be hard on yourself. You can always give it a try next week. So for those that follow me on Instagram, saw that I put up a Q&A on my story, and that really gave the opportunity to my listeners, or whoever really, to ask me any questions to get to know me, or really any questions in general. I thought this would be fun so people could get to know me a little bit more personal. I know in my last few episodes, I have been talking about my stories and everything, which I will continue to do, but I thought this would be fun to give everyone the opportunity to ask me any sort of questions to get to know me and just learn a little bit more about me. So let's just jump right in. What is your full name? So my full name is pretty long. My full name is Blanca Gandeli Lara Partida, but not for long. I will be changing my name once I get married. Okay, actually, I do want to ask you guys this question. For the girlies that changed their last name, how did you feel about that? And for the folks that didn't change their last name, why didn't you change it? I'm really curious. I always hear really, really different opinions on this. So I want to hear you guys. So DM me on Instagram at SincerelyBePodcast, and I want to hear your guys' answer on this. What is your zodiac sign? So I know I'm an Aquarius. I don't really believe in that, so I don't really know what it means. I have been told what an Aquarius is, but I forgot. So if you guys know what an Aquarius is, let me know. I'm actually kind of curious. What is your current relationship status? I am engaged. I'm a fiance, almost a wifey. How tall are you? I'm a shorty. I'm a shotty for sure. I'm 5'1". What do you wish more people understood about you? Honestly, I think I'm at a point where I don't really care if people understand me or not. For those that want to understand me will ask me questions. For those that don't and want to assume, it is what it is. But I don't know. That's a good one. I think I'm going to have to think about that one. What topics are you most looking forward to doing on the podcast? Ooh, I have a lot of exciting topics that I am looking forward to. I can't say, but there's a lot of really exciting ones that I am excited to put out. What's your favorite Bible verse and why? Ooh. My favorite Bible verse is 1 Peter 5:7, and it says, "Give all your worries and cares to God, for He cares about you." I love this Bible verse. It was one of the first Bible verses that I was able to memorize, and it really just came to me when I really needed to hear that. And so ever since, it's just always been a Bible verse that I can turn to, and it means a lot to me because I know that anytime I'm feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or worried about anything, I just have to leave it to God, and He will take care of it. So that's why it means so much to me. Can you describe your most rewarding accomplishment? I would say, I'm in between two. I would say finishing school and buying a home with my fiance. What would you say is your best quality? I would say that my best quality would be I'm pretty self-motivated and driven. So, I know that if I put my mind to something and I want to do it, I do it. And I just want to give things a try. And whether at the end I'm good at it or not, I was able to say like, at least I give it a try, and I don't have that what if I would have given it a try mentality. So I kind of just like always go for things and kind of just figure out if I'm good at things or not. And I think it's a good quality to have, like not being scared to fail at something. If you could relive a moment in your life one more time, what would it be? Probably the day that I got engaged. I think I just like kind of blacked out, and I really wish that I could remember a little bit more about it, but I definitely, that moment was just so cute and it was so perfect. It was at the perfect spot. I love it. I would definitely relive my engagement all over again. What's been the most difficult part of the podcast? Honestly, to this point, nothing has been hard or difficult or challenging. I've been having so much fun with it. I think it's just like such a fun hobby that I have going on right now, and just all the creativity that's coming out of it, all the topics that I'm coming up with, and all the people that I'm really like getting to know throughout this is like really, it's just been really fun, honestly. So I don't think it's been difficult. I will say though, in the beginning, what was a little overwhelming was figuring out like the setup of everything and figuring out the equipment. So like the microphones, the mixer, the software and everything, that kind of got a little overwhelming, but once you do your research, it's really not that bad. Top 3 things you can't live without. Ooh, that's a good one. I would say sunscreen, my Paula's Choice vitamin C serum, and ginger shots. What did you major in? ¿Qué te motiva y te inspira? Someone you look up to / admire. So I have my BSSW, which is my Bachelor's in Science and Social Work. ¿Qué te motiva y te inspira? I think I get inspired by a lot of things. Like just seeing other people try things out, and like if that attracts me, I try it out. Someone you look up to. I would say I look up to my sister a lot. She really helps me out in like everything. She's like such an amazing supporter. She criticizes me in what I need to be criticized. Her feedback is just so real, and it's not like in a hurtful way. Like she just tells me things how it has to be, and I just really, really admire her. Like I just admire her in general. Like I like my aesthetics and stuff, I have to get her approval because like she just knows me the best, and I feel like when I'm overthinking, she's just like, okay girl, this is what you know what you have to do, but let me just explain it to you. So she's my ride or die. What is your dream job? Ooh, to start my own private therapy practice. What's your favorite hobby? Definitely podcasting. Right now, my hobby is just podcasting and really focusing on this, and I've just been loving it. It honestly is like, I just look forward to doing the next episode or just like getting creative with it. So this is definitely something that I consider my hobby. This one's funny. Pozole or menudo? Definitely pozole. Because menudo can get kind of tricky, like depending on where you eat it. Like I can't eat menudo everywhere, so I'll go with pozole on this one. This is another funny one. Who wears the belt in the household? That's a good one. Obviously me. Just kidding. Absolutely Robert. Like he is the belt to our family. Like if it wasn't for him, I would always probably be overthinking everything and second guessing decisions that we have to make, and he just has gotten that title in our family. I have so much respect for him, and I admire him so much that like I pridefully can say like he holds our family together, and I love him for that I can just turn to him and like he knows like how to do it. Like I just love that I can just like stop thinking, like my brain can like literally stop working, and he just figures it out for us. So love you, honey boo. What was it like growing up in a religious home? I actually didn't grow up in a religious household. surprisingly, I know. My mom was pretty strict with me, but I mean, she was a single mom. She had daughters and stuff. So I mean, I feel like this can be a whole different episode, but there was just a lot of things that she was trying to protect. So growing up, we actually were Catholics. And then I want to say like it was like 14, 15. I was 14, 15 when my mom started going to a Christian church. And then she asked us if we wanted to go. And then I want to say that I was like 16 where I decided to convert into Christianity. And honestly, like I just had such an amazing encounter with God that I just like continued to follow that religion. And so I just wanted to like seek more. So I just started volunteering a lot with my church. I started getting really involved. So I don't know if to some people that looked very religious, but for me, it was just like I was just in like a spiritual journey, and my faith was just so attracted to seeking a relationship with God that like my soul seeked that. So again, to some it might be religious, but religious household in general, like we didn't really grow up like that. This was a question that I got a few times. What is your biggest pet peeve? I feel like I have a few, but I would say my biggest one is when people talk to others in a very condescending way. That is like my biggest pet peeve. Ugh, I can't. Dream location to live at. I definitely want to stay in Colorado. I love Colorado. I would definitely like to live more in like the Up Valley and own a home there, like own land. So maybe like in the Mid Valley area. That's definitely where I want to live. Have you been through traumas, and how have you overcome them? Girl, plenty. Therapy. This is going to be a whole different episode, but yes, it takes a long time to get over your traumas, but I definitely have I have my own traumas for sure. What is your favorite book? My favorite book would be In the Middle of the Mess by Shayla Walsh. I think that's the author. It's a good book. What is your dream travel destination? Ooh, I have too many. There are so many on my bucket list, and I will make them happen. My dream travel, I would want to say that I want to take like a whole month off from work and literally life and just take a Europe tour. I just want to go to Europe and just go to like the different cities and travel into like the different towns and everything. Ugh, that sounds so fun. That's my goal. This was another one that I got asked a lot. ¿Cuándo la boda? Babe! What should I say about the wedding? Should I just say stay tuned, or should I say something? You're going to have to just stay tuned. What is the most hurtful thing you have ever been told? Honestly, I'm sure there has been things that I have been told that probably hurt my feelings back then, but I'm at a point in my life where I kind of healed from all of that, and whatever, like anything mean, anything negative that really hurt me in the past, I've kind of just like, let go of that, and I don't really think about that. At this point in age where I'm at, I really don't take things personal. It's something that I've worked on myself for many years, but if there's anything mean or hurtful that is told to me, I just don't take it personal, because I know it's a reflection of something that the person might be going through. So I'm just like, work on yourself, boo. Whatever you're telling me does not really affect me, because I know what's true, and I know things that they say is just really, it comes from a place of like, that they're unhappy with themselves. So again, I just really don't take anything personal. All right, so I am going to be ending with this last question, because this was one of the questions that were asked so many times. So, will you be having guests? If so, how can someone be a guest on your pod? So yes, I will be having guests on my podcast. I actually wanted to make a video on this and post it on my Instagram. I will actually begin to have guests in my podcast starting in the spring. I want to start getting to know people, interviewing people. So I definitely have people that I want to have on the podcast that, are close to me, and I want their stories to be heard and everything. But there's also people that I probably am not so close to or don't really talk to, but I am stepping out of my comfort zone already. So I'm going to be reaching out to a few people. But if you really want to be on the pod and you have like this eagerness and passion that you want to talk about a certain topic, please feel free to reach out to @SincerelyBe podcast. That is the way that you are able to schedule a time to come on the pod. Don't be shy. I'm not going to turn anybody down. I really won't. I want to have as many people as possible to come on the pod. I don't think I would really turn anybody down. Unless you're like a hater and you want to be on here, that would actually be kind of weird that you want to be on the pod, but you're a low-key hater. I don't know. Anyways, I'm telling you, I know vibes and I can check your energy real quick. So if you're a hater and you want to be on here, I don't know. We'll think about it. So that concludes the Q&A on this episode. I will probably be doing these a few times throughout the year, not too many, but really just to sit down and get personal with you guys, just to ask me questions, anything that you guys assume about me, questions you have about me, anything you want to know about me. I'm here to just answer your questions, and I think it's really fun getting these questions from you guys. So if you didn't get a question in this episode, don't worry, we'll have another episode and you can send your questions. Guys, don't be shy. Send in your questions. I think it's so fun. Whatever question you have for me, I will answer it. There were a few questions that were asked, but there are episodes that kind of tie into those questions. If I didn't answer your question, it's probably because the episodes that are going to be coming out definitely have your question in them. So don't take it personal. I'm still going to be answering those questions within the next few episodes. Thanks so much for tuning into this week's episode, and I'm so excited to chat with you all on the next episode. Sincerely, Bee.